Well, as you can tell from my outfit, I'm ready for a reset, and I know a lot of you can relate. One Hotel Seattle is really leaning into the wellness retreat experience for their guests, and I actually recently took a class there from yoga instructor Morgan Zion, and we did some deep, intense stretching, and I loved it. So I had to invite you back because you had such a beautiful approach to it all, and it was so different than any other class I've ever taken. So thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Kelly.
Yes.
And it was wonderful to have your energy there because you're so open.
Oh, well,
yeah,
thank you.
Definitely.
I'd like to think that I am. Why do you think some of those deep, intense stretching classes really resonate with people?
Yeah, oftentimes we're so stressed out and we show up to a class and then we're worried about being perfect or worried about not doing it right. But the reason we have instructors there is to help guide us to do it more correctly or just not injure ourselves and relax and de-stress. So a lot of times I will offer on what I call hands-on assist with consent from my students to help them get into deeper stretches and really relax into what they're trying to do. I
know. I think I realized during that class too that I was doing some of these simple stretches incorrectly in a way, and so I really appreciated the hands-on treatment I was getting, and now you're going to show me a little bit of what I learned. So walk me through a little bit of this demo, if you will.
Yeah, of course. And we'll just start in a seat, just
okay,
like
great.
you are.
See, I got excited.
A little crisscross is fine. So take a big breath, and then you can lift your arms all the way up and twist to the right. And so as you do this, I'm going to support you a little bit, Kelly.
Please.
The goal of this one is to try and keep your hips on the ground and twist from your upper back. There you go. And oftentimes the hip will want to come up, but then you don't get the twist in the upper back. So you just keep breathing into the twist.
I imagine breathing is important
Breathing
too.
is very important. And then we'll come back to center. We'll take a side stretch this time. So lift your arms up. We'll take out the same side. Yep. And then reach your right arm out to the side and lift your left arm up and over your head. So as you do this, you might notice your hip wants to pop up, but you want to continue to push your hip down, and that'll help stretch your side, which gets very tight oftentimes.
It's very tight right now.
Yeah.
It feels good, but it's a stretch.
But you can feel it. So come back to center. And then we'll cross the ankles and plant the hands in front of you. We'll just come into tabletop. So just right about here. And then walk your right foot wide and walk your hand slightly forward. So normally we would go to the other side, but just for the sake of time, just breathe into this space. Now, you might notice that your leg is popping in, and that's fine. But if you want to open up your hip a little more, roll to the outside edge of your foot, just like this, and then take your right, I know, right? Take your right hand to the inside of your right leg and just open up your hip. Yeah. So that way, when you start to look up toward the right, you can get, again, that twist again. And so you're opening up through your upper back. And
how long should you be stretching every single day too, doing some of these moves?
Yeah, Kelly, that's a great question. I would say anywhere from a minute per, and you want to switch sides and make sure that you can continue to breathe throughout, So sometimes I would say putting a timer on is helpful, but even then, sometimes it just stresses you out. Maybe it's a certain number of breaths. I like to say anywhere from 8 breaths, maybe more, will help you just to really get the full immersion of what the stretch can give you, especially when it comes to your hips.
Absolutely. I want to talk to you. You have so many amazing things happening with One Hotel Seattle. So what's happening with the floating saunas?
Yeah, so we have the coolest partnership with Wild House Floating Sauna, and they are just located on South Lake Union. And what I offer as the wellness guide is a personalized breathwork experience. It's kind of like contrast therapy 101, which is sauna, and then jumping into the lake is our cold plunge, right? Which is so fun. And during the time when we're in the sauna, we do some meditation, we do some guided breath work, which I lead, and then we go into the cold plunge. We come back, we get some a moment to breathe, and then we come back in, and we repeat this about 3 to 4 times based on our 90-minute journey. And what's really cool is you get to jump in the water right by the Space Needle. So you get this awesome view of South Lake Union, right? It's just the funnest. So we do that. Our next one is on the 22nd, this next weekend. Actually, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And next month too. And we try and line them up with the cycles of the moon. So this one's called the crescent reset because we're at that phase of the crescent cycle, and then the new moon will be in March.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
love that. I've actually really just gotten into cold plunging, and it's amazing that you can do
Yes.
it right here in the lake.
Yes.
What other ways are you guys two encouraging wellness?
Yeah, so we have a weekly run club on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. and with a discount at Drift, which is our local cafe. We have so many wonderful wellness forward meal options and drinks, and today we actually have some of our wellness shots. This one is called the Detox, which is
I'm gonna try this
yeah,
one.
it's
What else is
really
over
good.
there?
And we also have our immunity and our and our glow.
Ooh, what is in here? Is this like a
This is lemon, I believe, ginger and cayenne, nice and spicy.
ginger? Is what I'm getting in a little of the cayenne. I really like this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being
Absolutely.
here. I have a nice reset now for the rest of the day.
Yes.
And that floating sauna event Morgan just talked about sounds like absolute heaven. You might see me there. And it's on February 22nd with another one following on March 22nd. You'll find all the details on One Hotel Seattle's website.